SHIB Army. How ready are you for Shibarium? Because, no kidding, this blockchain is going to send Shiba Inu to the moon. This is a sign that you should start getting ready for Shibarium immediately if you haven't already. I'm going to expose some significant Shibarium secrets that many people haven't seen before, and they will drastically alter the Shiba Inu game, so make sure you don't miss a second of this video. The odd thing is that we all disregarded this secret even though it was there in front of us. To figure out what it is, keep a watch on it. Amazing updates from the overall cryptocurrency market have also reached me. Now let's get this celebration started without further ado. Withdrawal. Many believe that the Shiba Inu L2 blockchain will be published on February 14, Valentine's Day, and it is presently in the final stages of development. Since I already covered the Shibarium debut date in one of my most recent videos on the channel, I won't be talking about it here. Rather, we'll examine how Shibarium will propel Shiba Inu to the moon in this article. Let's get started, since I have a lot to share in this video. Let's begin with this intriguing tale. Last week saw a huge pump in Shiba Inu, and some investors cashed out as was to be expected. This is not the end of the narrative, though, as more investors are starting to invest significant quantities of money and are starting to accumulate SHIB. One investor, Jump Trading, has progressively expanded its holdings. Yesterday, it added more over $300,000 in SHIB. At the moment, the wallet contains 127 billion SHIB tokens, or $1.4 million in cash. Why would this investor be so fixated on hoarding SHIB at this particular moment? I tend to agree if you claim it's due of the approaching Shibarium, especially given this investor started purchasing SHIB following last week's pump price adjustment. This investor seems to be trying to get in at a cheap price with the intention of making a big profit when Shiba Inu starts to tear after the release of Shibarium. Naturally, this is not financial advice, so please do your own research before continuing. Now, from the state of Arizona in the United States of America, we have some wonderful news. Legislation sponsored by Senator Wendy Rogers would make Bitcoin accepted by state agencies and establish it as legal cash in Arizona. What this has to do with Shibarium and Shiba Inu might be on your mind. Watch this narrative closely and get ready for a revolution in the game. Based on the information available, the proposed legislation will recognize Bitcoin as legitimate money in Arizona. This implies that using it to settle debts, taxes, and other financial responsibilities will be acceptable. Indeed, any transaction that is currently made possible by the US dollar may be made in Bitcoin once this bill is signed into law. As promised, here's the game-changing moment. Even if the acceptance bill just makes reference to Bitcoin, a deeper examination shows that it is far more comprehensive than it first seems. The bill clearly states that a state agency may contract with a cryptocurrency issuer to offer a way for cryptocurrency to be accepted as payment for any amount owed to the agency or the state, including fines, civil penalties, or other penalties, rent, rates, taxes, fees, charges, revenue, financial obligations, and special assessments. More precisely, this might mean that in order to accept cryptocurrency tokens within the state of Arizona and its government organizations are open to working with other cryptocurrency projects and businesses. If this is the case, there are a lot of reasons to think Arizona will select Shiba Inu in the first round. First off, after only Bitcoin and Ethereum in popularity, Shiba Inu is currently the third most widely used cryptocurrency globally. Second, by solidifying Shiba Inu's foundation, the introduction of Shibarium will provide us with an extra edge in the cryptocurrency space. This suggests that the state might give Shiba Inu some thought. Think about how the Shiba Inu might do if it were recognized as legal currency in one U.S. state. Before we move on to even more amazing news, please share your thoughts in the comments below. Shiba Inu has grown to be one of the most widely used cryptocurrency payment methods for consumers and businesses worldwide. JomoShop has now joined the list of retailers who take Shiba Inu as payment. We've lost track of how many already. Renowned online retailer JomoShop offers renowned luxury and fashion labels. Shiba Inu is now a payment option for customers of the business thanks to a new partnership with BitPay. Naturally, this is only an additional way that Shiba Inu's use case grows. More businesses should embrace SHIB as Shibarium works to enhance Shiba Inu foundations. It's likely that a lot of people are anticipating Tesla. Given his reputation for innovation, Elon Musk is unlikely to be unaware of the Shibarium launch. Could Elon Musk's decision to accept Shiba Inu as a form of money be influenced by Shibarium? It's definitely not off the table. Welly's, a burger restaurant with a Shiba Inu theme, has announced plans to open a branch in Dubai, in keeping with the spirit of business and Shiba Inus. This is definitely fantastic news for Shiba Inus, since Dubai is the most populated city in the United Arab Emirates. Not only does Dubai have a sizable market, but we also know that it is among the most crypto-friendly places in the Middle East, if not the world. The city is full of private investments with a cryptocurrency bent, and even the government of Dubai has succumbed to the allure of cryptocurrencies, as evidenced by the numerous initiatives and companies in the city expressing varied degrees of interest in Shiba Inus. Dubai does, in fact, seem to have a particular affection for the breed. Dubai will surely react very positively to Shibarium, and the introduction of Wellies will increase the token's visibility even further. Thus, we eagerly await the developments surrounding Wellies in Dubai. I'm sure you're itching for additional details, and I have plenty to impart. Well, let's take a quick pause with this announcement before we continue with today's news. Every day, 100,000 SHIB are given out on this channel. Simply like this video, subscribe to this channel, and comment below with hashtag shibainu to be eligible to enter the giveaway. Wishing you luck. Now, let's get back to the video. Do you know who Stephen Cooper is? Of course you do. He was once a big fan of Shiba Inus and currently serves as CEO of Bigger Entertainment, even up to the start of the previous year when he abruptly stopped, saying Shiba Inu was nothing more than a pyramid scheme. He organized these enormous SHIB burner events. Cooper has made the repeated accusations that Shiba Inu ruined numerous people trying to support the idea, including his own business, Bigger Entertainment. It seemed like he was talking about a recent event that involved one of the SHIB defense team leaders and Satoshi. I talked about this in depth in one of my most recent videos. Thus, if you haven't already, I urge you to do so. As fate would have it, a poll asking the SHIB army to decide if Satoshi should stay in power was conducted. Furthermore, the poll suggests that people favor Satoshi. However, Bigger Entertainment's CEO remained firm in his support of Shiba Inu and its staff. To stay up to date with the entire discussion, make sure to follow Stephen Cooper on Twitter. Comment below with your opinions on Cooper's tweets in the interim. I'm curious to hear your thoughts. We'll go right to the point now. On Tuesday, Senator Josh Hawley presented the Pelosi Act. In short, while in office, this law forbids all members of Congress and their wives from purchasing, holding, or disposing of stock. Why Senator Hawley is supporting such a harsh bill may be on your mind. Hawley's justification is straightforward. Public servants cannot conspire with Wall Street and big tech to profit themselves at the expense of the American people. It is improper for elected officials or their spouses to make money from their stock market holdings. This makes sense. However, you may be asking why it's known as the Pelosi Act. There's an interesting response to that too. It is believed that Nancy Pelosi and her spouse, Paul Pelosi, were discovered participating in insider trading. Observations have shown that Pelosi and her spouse trade or purchase stock a few days prior to U.S. Congress votes on major U.S. corporations. This definitely seems like insider trading, which is classified as a white-collar felony in the U.S. Politicians like Senator Hawley determined it was time to stop the pattern, which is why the Pelosi Act was created. Preventing elected leaders from having securities and investments is what the term PLOSI stands for. At last, before we end the day, yesterday's cryptocurrency market revealed something suspicious. In less than 30 minutes, Circle, Coinbase, and Binance allegedly transferred $230 million to one another several times using unidentified wallets, according to Inspo Crypto. The largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world is called Binance. Of course, this has left a lot of people perplexed about the whole situation. There have been some conjectures that it might be wash trading, moving money around the market, which is prohibited in markets with